Good morning. Such a joy to see you this morning. Thank you so much for coming to yoga class. I'd like to start with a pranayama today. So find a comfortable seat. If you want to sit on a pillow, you can grab a pillow. If you want to sit on a chair, you can grab a chair. Whatever makes you happy and comfortable. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders down and back. Notice how your body feels right now. We're going to do a very simple breathing technique using our imagination. You can keep your eyes open and look downcast or close your eyes. Just bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. As you focus on your breath, you may notice it changing, becoming slower and deeper. Imagine the breath coming from far away in two slow streams. Breathe those streams in and out. We're going to move into imaginary nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, which calms and soothes the nervous system. Imagine the breath coming in the left nostril, come down into your lungs. Imagine the breath coming out your right nostril. See that stream of breath coming in the right, the same side. Exhale, imagine it leaving on the left. Feel the breath coming in the left nostril and coming out the right. So using your imagination, your intention, breathing in the right and breathing out the left. Breathing in the left, breathing out the right. You have the pattern. Continue for a minute on your own. Imaginary nadi shodhana. To calm and soothe the nervous system. Release the practice and notice how your breath feels. It may feel slower and deeper. Let's make our two little finger points and do our Tarzan thumps to wake up our immune system. And then we'll interlace the hands and stretch them forward. Inhale them all the way up. Exhale, reach back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale the hands to the heart. Take a breath and stretch the arms back. Let's round the back. Inhale, reach up. And bring the hands down behind you. Stretch back. Reach up. Open the hands behind you. And hands to heart. Stretch back. Reach up. Open behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And hands to heart. Do one last one. Stretch back. Inhale up. Reach back. And hands to heart. Bringing the hands to our heart. Let's interlace the hands out and bring the energy back into your heart, lifting your heart, shoulder blades down. Stretch out. Inhale. Big expanded chest. Exhale, rounding, stretching forward. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift. And down. Let's bring one arm alongside the ear. We want to keep the shoulder down. We're not going to jam it up. We're going to bend the supporting elbow so that the arm can tip over. Rotate the head if you like. Stretch up. Big side stretch. Inhale back to center, reach out and down. Bring that other arm alongside the ear. Again, remember, we're not going to jam that shoulder up. Bend your supporting elbow so the shoulder stays down. Roll your head and look up. Big side stretch. Inhale back up and down. Come to an easy spinal twist. One hand across the opposite knee. Spin around, looking over your shoulder. Take that back arm all the way up. And bring it around. And we'll surrender. Inhale up. Let's bring the other leg in front. Change legs. Sitting up tall. Let's twist around the other way. Take that back arm all the way up. Follow it around. And surrender over. And inhale out. There we go. Let's inhale the arms out. Let's roll the palms up and roll the palms down. Like we're turning two doorknobs. Bring the arms up overhead, crossing your elbows and pulling your arms back. Again, broadening the chest, shoulder blades sliding down your back. And let's change arms. Come on down. Bring the arms in front in eagle arms. Remember, if this doesn't work for you, you can just hold your shoulders. Otherwise, back of the hands touch or palms touch. Make some nice circles here. Feel that opening in your back body. Circle the other way. Notice which elbow was on top. Inhale. And bring the opposite arm down. Again, remember, you can hug your shoulders. Back of the hands touch or palms touch. And we'll circle. And circle back the other way. And inhale up. And down. Feel that nice tingling in your arms, hands, and shoulders. And let's make little figure eights with our nose. Let's feel the crunching in the back of your neck. And circle back, figure eight back the other way. These tiny little crunchy sounds back there. Little figure eights. And relax. Let's squeeze our facial muscles up to the tip of our nose. And relax. Inhale. Squeeze. And release. And one more. Squeeze. And release. Let's bring our hands together, rubbing the hands together to bring some healing energy. And we'll just radiate that energy into our face. And bring the hands to the floor and back, and bring the feet out nice and wide. Come off your blanket or pillow if you've been using it. We'll lower the knees from side to side. So for those who wanted a lymph practice, here we're stretching the front of the groins and then squeezing them. So again, every practice is pretty much a lymph practice. That was the point that we made last week. And let's bring one leg in and grab the back of that leg, and we'll open and close the knee. Remember, you're supporting with your core, shoulders back and down. If you need a hand behind you, go ahead and do that, or you can hold the leg with both hands, whichever you prefer. And let's circle the ankle. And circle back the other way. And then hook your arm around your thigh. You can have your other hand on the floor. Or if you're more flexible, hold your foot, and we'll open and close the leg. It's awareness right into that hip joint. We've probably been doing a lot of sitting, maybe more than usual. So we really want to open those hip joints and create some flexibility and movement in our bodies. And let's bring that leg back down and in. Take a moment to notice the two sides of your body. And we'll get the other leg out. No, hook, sorry, holding it. You can hook, or you can hold it with your hands, or you can put a hand behind you. Whatever makes this workable for you. Support with your core, shoulders down and back. Awareness right into the knee. And let's circle the ankle. And circle back. And then holding either with your arm or holding your foot if you're more flexible. We'll open and close. Breath and awareness right into that hip joint. And back down. And take it in. Let's come over onto our hands and knees. Do some table warm-ups, hand below your shoulders, knees and feet hip width apart, belly nice and tucked. And we'll lift the tailbone, lift the head and chest, and curve the other way. Nice opening to the body in both directions. Now we'll come to a flat back. Send the right leg straight out and back. Big stretch. Draw the belly in for support. You can stay here or lift that leg up. You can stay here or bring your opposite arm alongside your ear, looking down at the floor by your thumb. Or you can bend your knee with your foot flexed and lift that knee a little higher. You choose the level of challenge that your body would like today. And let's bring the hand down, bring the leg down, and we'll wiggle waggle our tail. Before doing the other side, stretch the left leg straight out and back. Again, you can keep the toes on the floor. Draw the belly in and lengthen your spine. Or pick that leg up, foot flexed. Or reach the opposite arm alongside your ear, looking down by your thumb. Or bend your knee with your foot flex and lift that leg a little higher. Remember, our hips are still facing down. We're stretching the front of the thigh, not twisting our spine. Slow, even breaths. And let's bring that hand down, bring that knee down, widen the knees, press back into child. From here, pick your head up, bend your right arm in front of you. We're going to do a puppy dog stretch. You press into the left hand, lifting that elbow off the ground. We're not flopping, right? Strong arm. We're going to slide our hips forward till they're right over our knees. Slide our hand forward and rest our chin or forehead on our hand, lowering our chest towards the floor. Big press into the left hand, side stretch in your body, chest reaching to the mat. And come back into child or egg, whichever variation you prefer. Let's reach our arms out again. Fold the left arm in. So the right arm, the arm is strong, elbow lifted. We're going to lift our hips and slide them forward until they're right over the knee. Arms slide forward. Head comes to the arm, either chin or forehead. Chest reaches to the floor. So feel the big stretch in your side body, your chest expanding, and your breath slow and deep. And walk yourself back into child or egg. Again, awareness with slow, deep breaths. From here, let's come back into table. Walk the hands a little bit in front of your shoulders, and we'll come up into downward facing dog. Remember, you can always stay in child if this is too much for you. And if you like, you can pedal one heel towards the floor and then change the other one. Keep pulling your thighs back though, so the weight is even on the hands and the feet. Let's lift both heels, lift the tailbone, draw the belly in, and press those heels back as you bow your chest towards the mat, just as we warmed up in puppy dog. One more deep breath here, and then we'll walk to the front of our mat into a forward fold. Let's slowly roll the body up. So I'm going to pretend I'm standing. I'm going to have to keep adjusting my posture so that you can still see me as we move through these series. So you're standing, you're pretending I'm standing. Okay? Inhale. Reach up, bring the hands to the heart. We'll come into some half salutes. There we go. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive over. You're standing, I'm pretending. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Gentle stretch back. Tall mountain. And down. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale over. Inhale all the way up. Little back stretch. And hands to heart. Inhale and stretch up. Interlace your fingers and we'll tip over to one side. Looking up. And come back to center. Look over the other way. Come back to center. Float your arms down halfway. We'll come into our spinal twist. And back to center and spinal twist the other way. And inhale back to center. Hands to heart. So we're going to go into a lunge. We're going to inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Forward fold. Let's send the right leg back into a lunge. Bring your hands by your knee, not over here. Okay, let's slide it back. We're going to slowly lower that knee to the floor. So again, I want to encourage you. What I often see is this, a square shape. So we're not opening our thigh. So I'm encouraging you to bring those hips forward and down, still keeping the knee over the heel. And turn the back toes over, lift the front toes up and stretch back. Hang out here for a few breaths, drawing the belly in. And we'll inhale forward, dropping the hips, pointing the toes. Come on up onto our thigh if you like. Lift your pelvic floor, lift your abdominals, shoulders down. Find your drishti, and if you feel safe, coming into a low lunge warrior one. And turn this into a twist. We're going to take the right arm across, left arm behind you, so the arm comes across and you're turning towards the knee that's in front. And you do a spinal twist here. Come back to center and bring that same hand to the floor, right hand to the floor. So we're still turning towards the knee that's in front, coming into a revolve side angle here. Let's come on back down, draw the belly in to help you come back into child. Inhale up into a downward facing dog. Remember, you always have the option to stay in child. Take 3 breaths here, pressing the thighs back, lifting the hips and lowering the heart. Slowly walk yourself forward, surrender over, and inhale up. Be decapitated for a second. And hands to heart. So you're going to pretend that I'm standing. Okay. We'll do the other side. Let's inhale, open. Exhale, forward fold. Send the left leg back into a lunge. Then walk your hands back so they're framing your foot. Lower that knee down. Keep those hips nice and low. Point the toe. No, not yet, sorry. Lift the front toes up. Stretch back, nose to knee. Inhale forward, coming into our lunge. Here's where you point the toes. You can stay here, or hands to thigh, or shoulder blades down, heart lifted, coming into low lunge, warrior one. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the abdominals. Feel the breath expanding your rib cage. You're going to take the left hand across the body. Bring the right hand behind you so you're turning towards that front knee. Coming into a spinal twist. Come forward again, bringing the left hand to the floor and the right arm reaches up, revolve, side angle. Feel the shoulder blades slide towards each other and down your back. Broaden your chest. Bring that hand down. Press back into child. Reaching your arms out in front of you, coming into an extended table. Turn your toes over and press back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Remember to take child if you're tired. And walk yourself to the front of your mat to a forward fold. And inhale up. Get all of me. Come back to Tadasana, take it in. You're going to turn sideways again. You're going to take the right leg, step it back. Nice straight legs. Bring the hands behind you, either crossing elbows this way for a minute, just to show you, crossing elbows or reverse namaste. So here we are, feet are facing forward, hips are facing forward. And come forward with a long spine over the legs. Keep pressing them out apart with the feet, drawing the belly in, lengthening the spine, and pulling the arms away from your body. You can even turn this into a yoga mudra if you like. Coming as far forward as you like. Press into the feet to give you the balance that you need, the support that you need. And inhale yourself back up. Let's release the hands and come into a 5-pointed star. Close your eyes and take it in. Remember, if your arms get tired, you can put your hands on your hips. And let's spin the body the other way. So our hips are facing forward. Our feet are facing forward. You can bring your hands behind you. Again, you can cross elbows the opposite way or reverse namaste. Lengthen the spine over the legs, lifting the elbows, coming forward with as straight a back as you can. Let the breath and the support of your belly give you the strength you need so you don't fall over. If you like, turning that into a yoga mudra. Bring your arms up overhead. Taking all the time you need to come down. This is a nice grounding pose, slow deep breaths. And let's slowly inhale back up. Back into our 5-pointed star. Eyes open or closed, take it in. And toe heel yourself back to Tadasana. Let's come into chair pose. I think I'll go sideways again so you can enjoy. Arms up, shoulders down. Press the hips back. Find your drishti. And if you like, rock forward, coming onto your toes. If you like, inhale all the way up into tall mountain. And coming back to Tadasana, take it in. Step out one more time to big wide-legged pose. Let's bring our hands in back, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. Inhale forward, sliding down. Bring the hands to the floor underneath your shoulders and folding over as far as works for you. Let your head relax. So again, all of these forward folds are nice and grounding. Feels like something we need today. Let's inhale up so we're shoulder height as high as our hips. And bring the left hand to the midline. You can put that hand on a block if you need to, or a stack of books. And we'll spin our body. Bring that hand down and change sides. Rotating from the belly. Bring that hand back down. Toe heel yourself back to second position ballet. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly come on up. Coming into goddess pose. We're in a second position ballet, pressing those knees back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring your arms up, squeezing the shoulder blades. See if you can get your elbows as high as your shoulders. Inhale. And we'll hold here. And if you'd like, turn it into a balancing pose, lifting your heels, supporting with your abdominals. And release. Until you go back to center. We're going to come down onto the floor, but not all the way. Have our feet flat on the floor and our hands behind our legs. Roll the shoulders back and down. We'll do a little abdominal work here. Going to lift the legs. Release the hands if you can. And then come a little lower. Remember to breathe. Come a little lower. Come a little lower. And surrender. Let's roll over for some Cobra series. Energize the legs. Bring the head in line with the spine. Squeeze your elbows in. And we'll slide the shoulder blades down the back as we curl the body out. Slow, deep breaths from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, energizing your whole body. And we'll slowly come back down, cheek to one side, palms up, heels out. And Yogi's Choice, head in line with the spine. Sphinx or Cobra, let's inhale back up. Remember what you're doing with mono hands. Bring the shoulder blades down your back and shine from your heart. And slowly come down, turn the head the other way. Let's bring the head in line with the spine one more time. Let's send the left arm out and back. Point the right toes towards the ceiling. Or if you can, reach back and grab that foot. Inhaling up into a half bow pulling pose. If this doesn't work for you, you can keep the knee on the floor or the hand on the floor. Find your perfect variation. Awareness right into the front of that leg. Now let's come on down. And we'll change sides. Point the left toes towards the ceiling. Inhale up. Grab your ankle if you can. Lift. And breathe into the front of that leg. Lower that leg down and come into crocodile pose. And let's roll over onto our backs. And we'll come into reclining pigeon. Bend your knees with your feet flat on the floor. Feel your back surrendering into the mat. Pick up your right foot and cross the ankle over your knee and float your knee away. Pick up your left foot and bring that leg in, giving that leg a hug. Both feet are flexed. You can stretch your leg up towards the ceiling. You press your right elbow into your right knee. Bring your head off the mat. Lots of choices here. Just breathe and enjoy the stretch, pressing the lower back into the mat. And let's slowly come on back down. And we'll change sides. Let's bring the other leg across. Float the knee away. Pick the leg up off the mat and stretch it up if you like. Grab the back of that thigh. Press your elbow into your knee. Inhale your head. Flex your feet. You choose how far you want to make this work. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe. Enjoy your variation, whatever works for you. And slowly come on back down. Uncross your legs. Reach your arms out and windshield wiper your knees. We're going to come into our favorite inversion. So if you want to just send your legs up towards the ceiling, you can. Or you can do legs and arms. You can find a block or a blanket to put under your hips. You can just hold on. You'll find the way that you want to invert today. Feel your body surrendering its weight down into the floor. Feel the blood and the lymph rushing back towards your heart. Nice, easy breaths. We'll stay here for about a minute. Focus on your breath. Slow and deep. And bring your knees into your heart. Give yourself a hug. Gently rock from side to side. Let's end with some forward folds. Let's sit on up. Stretch your legs out in front of you. And bring the left heel in. Turn towards your straight leg. And exhale over. Let's bring that left arm to the shin or the floor inside. Roll your shoulder back. Reach up or reach overhead. Give yourself a nice side stretch. Inhale back up. Turn back towards the leg and change sides. Come to Dandasana. Notice how different the two sides of your body feel. And we'll bring the other leg in. Toes turned up. Inhale tall, let's exhale over. Keeping that back as long and straight as you can. Surrender down. Inhale up, bring your hand to your shin or the floor inside. Bring your hand to your hip and spin your body. Reach up or reach over. Nice big side stretch, spinning your ribcage towards the ceiling. And inhale back up, come back to Dandasana, notice how you feel. And let's lie down on our backs for our final reclining twist. Bring your feet flat on the floor and reach your arms out. If you're more flexible, the knees come into your chest. Let's lower the legs down to the floor. So again, you want to have the knees stacked one on top of the other. So if it looks like this, if you're here, looks like this, that's fine. And then move your heels away from your butt. Trying to get a square shape if you can. And turn your head away from your knees and sink your weight into the mat. Surrender your weight. Bring your awareness to your back and feel your back relax. Bring your awareness to your legs and feel your legs relax. Inhale back to center, square your shoulders and hips. And again, either feet on the floor and lower your knees, moving your heels away from you, or knees into the chest and lower down. Reaching your arms out and turning your head away from your knees. Close your eyes. Deepen your breath. Release your weight into the floor. Back to center. Give yourself one more nice squeeze. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And then come into Shavasana, grabbing anything you need for comfort and warmth. Got this nice little blanket today because it's a little chilly. So this is the most important pose of the day. Relaxing on your back, toes turned outward, arms at your sides. Wriggle those shoulder blades towards each other to make a cradle for your heart. Lengthen the back of your neck. And soften down into the floor. Let your eyes travel through your body. If you like, bring your awareness to your breath. Imagine your breath in two streams coming from far away. Imagine inhaling through the left nostril and out through the right. Inhaling through the right and out through the left. Slowly begin to bring some movement back into your body. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Slowly move your head to one side and back the other way. Bring your arms up overhead, interlace the hands and stretch from heels to fingertips. And then bring your arms and legs in and roll to one side, making a pillow with your arms. And blink your eyes gently to come back into the room. And make your way to a seated position. I'm going to turn the sound back on so we can all share a namaste. If you're muted, you can unmute yourselves. You're all unmuted. That's wonderful. Bring the hands together at the heart. A nice deep breath in. Thank you so much for joining me for class today.
Thank
Namaste.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good weekend, everyone.
Stay and visit with each other for a few minutes. Namaste.